Namaste all of you. Welcome back to another session of Science at Your Tips. We were discussing exercise questions present in our chemical reactions and equations lesson of NCERT 10th class. So let us see the sixth question. 5 questions we have completed in our previous session. So sixth question here we have HNO3 plus CaOH taken twice gives rise to CaNO3 taken twice plus H2O. This equation we have to balance. So here itself I'll show how to balance this. HNO3 we have here. In this we have only one hydrogen, and in CaOH taken twice we have two hydrogens. So on the whole we have three hydrogens on left side. Right side, if you observe, two hydrogens are there. If you observe nitrogens, left side we have one, right side we have two. So less number of times nitrogen is present compared with the hydrogen. We can balance it. Calcium anyway, both the sides it is balanced, atomic number 20. Okay, so let us balance nitrogens first. Here this side they are 2, so let me write 2 before hydrogen. Now hydrogens on left side we have 4, right side we have 2. So let me write 2 here before H2O. By writing like this, what happens? Left side we have 2 hydrogens plus 2, 4. Right side also 4. Calcium's 1 on left and right side also 1. NO3 altogether we have nitrate ions 2 on left side. Nitrate ions are 2 on right side. Oxygens again separately if you count 2. Otherwise we can take like this also. Nitrogen atoms if you observe, left side 2, right side 2. Oxygen atoms if you take, left side we have 6 plus 2, 8. Right side also we have 6 plus 2, 8. 6 plus 2, 8. Okay. Now let us see the second equation. NaOH plus H2SO4 gives rise to Na2SO4 plus H2O. Here in this what we can do? Sodium is present 2 times here. Let me write 2 here before NaOH. After that, if you observe hydrogens are not balanced here. Even oxygens also are not balanced. So here this side we have 2, but here only 1. Sulfates separately if you count. Otherwise we can count like this also. 4 oxygens here plus 2. 6. Here 4 plus 1. Only 5. So if we write here before H2O 2 number, then what happens? Once you'll observe 2 sodiums left side and also right side. And if you observe hydrogens 2 plus 2, 4, here also 4. Then oxygens 2 plus 4, 6, 4 plus 2, 6. Sulfurs here 1, here also 1. So thus the equation is balanced. We'll come to this third equation. NaCl plus AgNO3 gives rise to AgCl plus NaNO3. Here already the equation is balanced. Sometimes this type of equations will be given for us for balancing. Some of the students will confuse and they'll write some coefficients. Everywhere they'll write 2 or everywhere they'll write 3. Something they will do. Because they will be in a confusion that something we have to write for balancing. Already it is balanced or not, we have to check it. Then you have to write the number of coefficients before the reactants or products. Anyway, both the sides number of elements are same. Sodium, chlorine, silver, nitrogen and oxygen. Now coming to the fourth type. Barium chloride reacting with sulfuric acid producing barium sulfate and hydrochloric acid. Here left side we have 2 chlorines, right side we have only 1. Left side we have 2 hydrogens, right side we have only 1. So by writing 2 before HCl, if it is balanced or not, once we'll check it. Now hydrogens and chlorines balanced. Left side we have 1 barium, right side also 1. Sulfurs left side we have 1, right side also 1. Thus the equation is balanced. Sometimes the question may be given to balance and also write the type of the reaction. Let us see type of reaction also here. So all these reactions if you observe, left side we have 2 reactants, product side also we have 2. So reactant side if you observe, both are compounds, and product side if you observe, both are compounds, but different compounds, reactant and product side. So we can say this is a double displacement reaction because anions are exchanged between the compounds. In the first equation, nitrate and hydroxide ion. Second equation, hydroxide and sulfate ion. Third equation, chloride and nitrate ion. Fourth equation, chloride and sulfate ion are exchanged between the compounds. Along with that, we can also identify the reaction as a neutralization or precipitation reaction also. So, first one, second one, if you observe, an acid is reacting with a base forming salt and water. So, first two equations are neutralization reactions. Third and fourth, that is C and D, are precipitation reactions. In C equation, we have silver chloride, white precipitate formed as a precipitate. That is a precipitate formed here. So, we can say this as a precipitation reaction. Fourth one, barium sulfate. We have seen already barium sulfate formation in our previous activities where it forms a white curdy precipitate. So, this is also one precipitation reaction. Let us see the seventh question now. So, observe this seventh question. Write the balanced chemical equations for the following reactions. Here they have given word equations for us. Previously we were writing word equation when a statement is given. Now already word equations are given. Directly we will write the chemical equations and also balance it. So one by one we will do here. First one, we have calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide gives rise to calcium carbonate plus water. Now let us write chemical equation for this. So this is our chemical equation. We have written here calcium hydroxide reacting with carbon dioxide forming calcium carbonate and water. So if you observe the equation, calcium's left side and right side, same number of atoms are there, only one. Oxygens, if you observe, left side we have 2 plus 2, 4, right side also 4, carbons 1, both the sides, hydrogens 2 on both the sides. Already the equation is balanced. And once again we'll see, what is this reaction? Somewhere we have seen. What is this? This is the principle involved in whitewashing of walls. Whenever calcium hydroxide, that is a lime water, will apply like whitewashing on the walls, then what happens? After some time, first of all it will appear like water only, but after some time it will react with atmospheric carbon dioxide and forms calcium carbonate. Insoluble calcium carbonate is formed, and this calcium carbonate is going to reflect the light. It is in the form of crystals like structure. Okay, so that is why it is able to reflect the light. Because of that, walls will appear white in color. After few hours, we can observe the white color will be appearing on the walls. Question B, zinc reacts with silver nitrate, forms zinc nitrate plus silver. Let us write equation for this. Equation we have written here, zinc reacts with silver nitrate forming zinc nitrate, ZnNO3 taken twice, plus Ag, that is silver. Now here if you observe, zinc is a highly reactive metal. It is displacing silver from silver nitrate. So we can say this as a displacement reaction. Here actually the question is asked only for balancing. Write the chemical equation and balance. But we'll try to identify the type of equation also, type of reaction also. So what we'll do here, NO3 is taken 2 times there on the right side. So let us write 2 here before. All oxygens and nitrogens, all these will be balanced by writing 2 before AgNO3. But silver also should be balanced now. So let us write 2 before Ag. By this what happens? Even silver also will be balanced, both the left side and right side. After balancing, you have to write a table. If it is given in short or long answer, something else, 2 marks, 3 marks questions, you should write the table and check it whether it is balanced or not. If you are given only one equation for balancing. If many are given, just balance, and in rough you can check that. Okay. See the C question, question number C in 7th question. Aluminium reacting with copper chloride forming aluminium chloride and copper. Let us write equation for this chemical equation by using formulas and symbols. Now here we have written equation, but we have to balance this. Aluminium plus copper chloride gives rise to aluminium chloride plus copper. So here chlorines can be balanced first, because remaining are anyway both the sides 1, that is aluminium and copper. So let us balance chlorine first. chlorine, if you write 3 here before and 2 before AlCl3, then both the sides it is becoming 6. So what we can do here, again aluminum should be balanced. Let me write 2 here before aluminum, and copper should be balanced. Let me write 3 before copper. Now once you check, aluminum both the sides 2, copper both the sides 3, then chlorine both the sides 6 atoms. Next question D, barium chloride plus potassium sulfate gives rise to barium sulfate and potassium chloride. One more precipitation reaction we got. We'll write the equation for this. Now here we have written the equation by using formulas. BaCl2 barium chloride, K2SO4 potassium sulfate gives rise to BaSO4 barium sulfate plus KCl, that is potassium chloride. Now let us start balancing. Potassiums and chlorines, left side they are 2, but right side only 1, both of them. So let me write 2 before this. Now let us check the remaining also. Barium both the sides 1. Now chlorine both the sides 2. Potassium both the sides 2. Sulfur both the sides 1. Oxygen both the sides 4. So equation is balanced. Okay. Now let us go for next question, 8th question. Now here we have 8th question. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following and identify the type of reaction in each case. As I said earlier, sometimes along with the balancing they may ask us type of the reaction also. So first one, let us write the equation and also identify the type of equation. Balancing also they are asking. So potassium bromide reacting with barium iodide forming potassium iodide plus barium bromide. Here this is a double displacement reaction. How can we say? Iodide and bromide anions are exchanged between two compounds. Potassium bromide is there left side, but coming to right side what happened? It is converted into potassium iodide. Then barium iodide is converted into barium bromide. Anions are exchanged here. So it is a double displacement reaction. Let us write balanced chemical equation also for this. Now we have written the balanced, that is chemical equation we have written, which is known as unbalanced equation or skeletal equation. In that we have left side 2 iodines, right side we have only 1. Bromine left side we have 1, but right side 2. So let us balance either bromine or iodine. So let me write 2 before KBr. Then what happens here? Left side and right side bromines are balanced, but potassiums are not balanced. So let me write 2 before Ki. Then what happens? Iodines are balanced, potassiums are also balanced, barium also balanced. Left side and right side 1 barium, left side and right side 2 bromines, 2 potassiums, 2 iodines. Okay, and the type of reaction also we have to write. What is this? Double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. Next, question B. Let us see what is the question given in textbook. Here the next question is given as zinc carbonate reacting with zinc oxide forming, here they have given only, okay, the reaction is given zinc carbonate is forming zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so zinc carbonate, what happens on heating, it is going to form this. So this we can say as a decomposition reaction, that too thermal decomposition reaction. Let us write the equation and also balances. So we have written here the balanced equation. Skeletal equation itself is balanced. Zinc both the sides 1, carbon both the sides 1, oxygens both the sides 3. And the equation is a decomposition reaction, and that too we can say thermal decomposition reaction, because it is present, it is taking place in the presence of heat energy. By absorption of heat energy, it is a endothermic reaction, thermal decomposition reaction. Coming to next question, hydrogen reacts with chlorine forming hydrogen chloride. Let us write the equation for this, and also the type of equation. If you observe, type of reaction, that is a combination reaction. So here we have written the equation. H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to HCl. For balancing, let me write 2 here before HCl. Then this is a combination reaction. Left side we have more than one element or compound. Right side we have only one compound. So we can see this as a combination reaction. Let us see next question also. Question number D. Here magnesium is reacting with hydrochloric acid forming magnesium chloride and hydrogen gas. It is like metal reacting with acid producing salt and gas, salt and hydrogen gas. So here this is a displacement reaction because magnesium is more reactive than hydrogen, so it is displacing hydrogen from there. Single displacement reaction. Let us write equation also for this. Equation we have written, magnesium plus HCl gives rise to magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. For balancing, let me write 2 before HCl. This is only Mg. So just by writing 2 before HCl, what happens here? Both the chlorines and hydrogens are balanced. Both the side 2 atoms. Magnesium only 1. And this is the reaction known as a single displacement reaction. This is a single displacement reaction. Okay. We'll continue the remaining questions in the next session. Thank you everyone for watching.